So the purpose of this video is to go over the element tagger feature in RF tools for the mechanical department. Specifically, we're going to talk about ductworks, tagging ductwork, and air terminals. RF element tagger is found on the RF tool tab. It's this button here. What it does is it allows us to, apply tags in relationship to the specific elements and allows us to do limitations on them. So, for instance, ductwork, it allows it this. If we pick ductwork here, you'll see the align option, which is the only option we have in our tag. By the way, the settings file for this is found on the S drive, Revit Genesis, Element Tagger, and then there's a text file called tagger template.txt. And we want to make sure you load that before coming in before starting any of this. So the ductwork tag, what it does is you'll see in here when you click the line, you'll see it's going to use the duct tags, and this specific family it's going to use. It's a tag that's designed to automatically rotate with the family, with the ductwork. So if you have a weird angle, 45 degrees, 30 degrees, whatever, this will automatically have the text in the correct relationship on there, and it's set to go right in the center of the duct. We also have it set up so this will only do a horizontal duct, and in this case it's just set down to length is greater than 8 feet. This is just a template, so if you need, when you run this, if you need to change this, you need to change it to a 6 or whatever, just instead of using the aligns, you want to come up here and use the current selection. And automatically, you notice it automatically select that. Not that this is going to matter for this presentation, but in the future, if you need to change that value for something that makes a little more sense, that's how you can do this. It has options where we have current selection or all elements in the view. For this one, since I didn't select anything before I opened, we're just going to use all elements. And you have options to delete all existing tags and retag them, or only tag the ones that haven't been tagged. We're not going to use either one of those because there is nothing tagged currently in the view. And we're just going to use the current view only. So what we will do is we will just hit the apply selected tags button. This will go through the view, and it has finished now, and show you tag everything based on these parameters. So when we close out of this, you'll see the ducts are now tagged in the center using the align tag right in the middle. These ones here, if you look over in properties, you'll see that the length is only 2 foot and 2 inches, 2 5/8 inches. So it's not inside that realm of what you need to tag, so that's why these are not tagged. When you come over here to the ones with the angles, you'll see they align as you need right in the center. This tool isn't an end-all for tagging, but it helps pretty good with relationships and drafting. And we're also going to talk about tagging diffusers. So for instance, these diffusers here, we'd have our typical tag right over here on the side. What we're going to do is we're going to come back to element tagger. In this case, I'm just going to only tag, I'm going to select just these guys. Just pick these beforehand. You notice it does actually also pick the flex duct, but we're not going to worry about that. So we come back to RF tools and we hit element tagger. We're going to come back and then we're going to look at air terminals. There's an option here for tags. This one will only put a tag at in relationship to the top right of it. There's no limitations on which one's selecting, only the ones that we currently selected. So we go and run this, and we hit OK, come back to it, and now each of these tags are in a nice relationship to them. When you do tags in Revit, by default, it would have tried putting them either in the center or you had to do a leader off it to come off of it. So no leader is necessary, and this will allow you to actually apply them in this relationship. This wouldn't have worked as great for these guys here because the tags have ductwork right there, but we can always work with those and move those after the fact.